Title: Fictionborn, the boy who knew too much. In the once quiet suburb of New Nova, a 10-year-old boy named Aiden Kale sat cross-legged in a mountain of manga volumes, limited edition comic books, and blue-lit datapads streaming obscure 1980s anime dubs. His sanctuary was the basement of his family's home, walls covered in posters of characters like Goku, Spawn, Sailor Moon, and even lesser-known heroes like Captain Harlock and Invincible. Where other kids obsessed over games or sports, Aiden had memorized the entire superhero registry of both Marvel and DC, could explain the chakra system of every shinobi village in Naruto, and once won a live trivia competition against a university professor of speculative fiction. When the invasion began, the sky split open like torn fabric. Iridescent ships resembling twisted shells of living metal poured out from the rift, swarming Earth in seconds. They weren't just here to conquer, they were consuming. Cities fell in hours. Humanity's weapons proved useless. Aiden's parents were among the first casualties. Crushed beneath a collapsing overpass as they rushed to pick him up from school, their passing marked the start of Aiden's awakening. He hid in the school library alone. Alone, except for the voices of his heroes echoing in his mind. What would All Might do? He clenched his fists and remembered the moment Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2, the time Ben 10 unlocked Alien X, the fearsome arrival of Saitama in the Deep Sea King arc. He didn't realize he was glowing until the books around him started to float. A green hexagon appeared in the air, like a holographic prompt. Understanding confirmed. Cross-reference database. Fictional powers. Authorization. Fandom Prime. ***. Power. Adaptive manifestation. Limiter. Knowledge-based restriction. ***. Aiden blinked. Wait, what? Then his body began to change. Not painfully, but with a rushing thrill. In seconds, he looked down to find himself clad in a black cloak reminiscent of Urahara's, glowing eyes like Cyclops from the X-Men. Energy pulsed through him in a blend of ki, chakra, and cosmic radiation. He stepped outside. The alien drone that spotted him fired a pulse cannon. He raised his hand, unconsciously projecting a vibranium energy shield like Captain America's, but with a Green Lantern twist. It absorbed the blast, then launched the energy back tenfold. The drone exploded. Aiden's breath caught. "It worked," he whispered. "Okay, I can do this. Think smart. Not too OP or I'll crash." From then on, Aiden became the Earth's hidden savior, traveling in secret from ruined city to city. The invasion was not just a test of survival, it was a gauntlet of imagination. In Tokyo, where he summoned a mecha suit like Gundam Ashia crossed with Evangelion Unit 01, he led a rebellion of orphan children who believed he was an anime god. In Paris, under siege from worm-like machines the size of cruise ships, he invoked the power of Lelouch 6 Britannia's Geas, commanding them to self-destruct. His eyes bled afterward. In New York, Aiden recreated Dr. Strange's spell circle to freeze time for an hour, allowing rescue teams to extract over 10,000 survivors. The magical strain left his voice hoarse for days. But each manifestation took something out of him. The system warned him. Cognitive overload detected. Emotional integrity declining. ***. Yet he pressed on. Because he was the only one who could. Months into the invasion, a new alien figure arrived. Not a soldier, but a philosopher wrapped in neural silk, whose presence distorted gravity. The entity spoke directly into Aiden's mind. "You are not native. You are an anomaly. Your existence is impossible." "I exist because I believe," Aiden replied, his voice shaking. "And because I know more than anyone else ever has." The entity offered a deal: surrender his powers, and in exchange, they would end the war and spare what remained of Earth. But Aiden had seen this before. Faustian deals. The lure of peace through weakness. He rejected it. "No deal. I've read your type. I've seen it in every galactic emperor, every cosmic trickster. I'll write a better ending." Then, calling upon the full might of his database, Aiden merged archetypes. The defiant will of Kamina, the limitless form of Ultra Instinct, the narrative manipulation of Haruai Suzumiya, the invincibility paradox of Deadpool, and the boundless creation of the Beyonders. He became a singularity of imagination. Fiction incarnate. Their battle tore through dimensions. In the end, it wasn't brute force that won, it was heart. Aiden created a simulation for the entity, showing it stories of heroism, redemption, and love. The alien, unaccustomed to fiction, began to cry. And then it left. The war was over. Earth's governments rebuilt slowly. They searched for their savior, but Aiden had vanished. Some say he ascended to a higher plane. Others say he returned to childhood. But in a quiet suburb, in a rebuilt home's basement, a boy reads by flashlight, surrounded by comics, anime, and sci-fi novels. And sometimes, when danger stirs again, a holographic green hexagon flickers to life. Fandom Prime, online. And Aiden Kale smiles. 'Cause he knows. He knows everything. / The end.